and the Cleveland Browns. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 60 Pittsburgh. Cut.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Hey, alert! Hey, whoa!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hey, Delta!
Watch the screen! Mike 56!
Mayfield now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
180!
Check 53! Watch the pass!
Point it right.
Let's go!
Hey, orbit!
Number 53! Mike 53!
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's got Smith here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
No chance! Check! 53's Mike! Check! 53's Mike!
Mayfield. He's going to air one out. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Set. HE Gator.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got White here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Play action. Now it's Locke. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Locke again here on second and 10. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. On third down, here's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
70, Indy. Rock it. Shoot.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike Bobo. Second toe.
From the gun, it's locked. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
On the double.
44's the Mike. Here we go.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Come on, boy. Regular. Don't be scared of it.
56.
I got you.
Mayfield to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Give him 32 on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
King. Hey, alert 33.
56 the Mike.
I got you.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Strip that ball.
Real. Hey, echo.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
No,
Check that.
hey, exit.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Hit it.
23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 99.
Get it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Complete to Bryant. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hit it.
Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Let's go, baby. We turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Ready.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. He'll pitch it back. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. Normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Tight right.
3 down. Go.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurry! Pistol.
56 to Mike.
To throw, Mayfield. Complete. Smith has it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35. He had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? And he's trying to have the same type of a game in this one. But what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
Throwing, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's third down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hurry! Regular!
Shoot that right there. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Run.
Mike, 53.
Bravo!
Mike. Oh, here we go.
I got you.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This is taken at his 4. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I'm here all day.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Landry, 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, that's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
53. Check, 53's Mike.
Hey!
53's the Mike. 53, check 53.
Let's go, defenses. Get out the field.
My touch!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, Haywood!
Check 53. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Alert, 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 alert! My touch!
And again, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they're bringing your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 3-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 22 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Come on.
Mayfield on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Regular.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, we got to get this done.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
180. Run.
All right.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, let's get there. Out.
Hey, alert 33.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Taken down back at
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. And this one complete to Smith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
SOS, SOS, SOS.
Switch, switch.
Alert, 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 alert.
53, Mike. Hey, here we go. Check, 53.
Mayfield now. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Time to go, night.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
They just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Lindsey, 96 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hurry, hurry.
Check the call, check the call.
Kings.
56.
Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Pistol.
Let's go.
Hey, Echo.
53, Mike, 53. Blue Dan.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Point it right.
Check 31, check 31.
Point it right.
Flare.
On the delay, here's Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
180.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Up.
3 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Smooth.
Not today.
Done.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
180.
6 is the Mike. Check.
Pistol. Done.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Strong right.
61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Charlie.
87, that's me, boys. Check it back.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Leo. Be trip.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's good for 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
53.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football. Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Alvin Kamara. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Hey, watch it. Check.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Flushed out right. Looking for White on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kevin White, 76 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
53. 3 buzz. 53 is the mic. 53.
Real.
I got you, boy. Mike, 53.
Hey. High 7. So don't say nothing.
Check. 53.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Yannick Ngakoue, his second sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, wahoo.
Watch the run.
Third and long for Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
King.
Mike, 53.
Hey, Delta.
3. Mike.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Hey.
Ready?
Fourth down, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
56. You don't want this.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got Smith here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, come on now. He's coming. We got double up.
Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They'll come out in the pistol. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Oh, interesting.
Get ready.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this